Hey guys, I'm just adding a preface to this vlog. I'm recording this a day or two after the content of this vlog, just because I've just released my Aussie Bob Ross parody video, and it's one of my favorite videos that I've ever made, and it took a lot of effort to make, and it takes a lot of clearing up of the schedule to set aside time to do an ambitious project like that. So the reason I'm just adding this is because I really want you to check it out, and if you like it, please share it. I think it's really fun, and I hope you love it. So I'll put the link in the description. Go check out my Aussie Bob Ross video. Maybe share it on a subreddit you frequent, or maybe with some other creators you might find it interesting. But yeah, just getting it out there to other fellow artists and people who love Bob Ross is something I think maybe could help that kind of content, and also be really fun for people to see that parody, because I don't think I've seen someone do the Bob Ross parody as authentically as I've attempted. That's my shameless plug out of the way, onto the content of the vlog, and just FYI, I'm not going to vlog today or up until next week. I'm going to take a bit of a break. I'm pretty knackered at the moment, so I'll see you guys next week. Bye. Too good work. Go one more. Yes. Feeling really good after today's session. The artwork is still up there. I can't show much of it because I haven't released the video yet. But yeah, Chris has helped me reach goals and make a lot of improvements. So it's really been awesome working out with you, man. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Cool. See you on Friday.
Yeah.
Hey guys, that was a really cool start to my day. I want to give you a bit of context. I just deadlifted this morning 110 kilos. The reason I feel so good about that isn't just the number, because it's a personal best and it was like really cool to have Chris's help to train up to that. But the reason I'm so happy about that is I used to be terrified of deadlifts because July last year I injured my back. And I actually, because I was daily vlogging at the time and I was doing the whole getting to the gym every day thing for you guys, well, it was almost like more to be accountable to you guys than actually doing something for myself. To try and force myself to be healthy or something. And I pushed myself too hard and didn't warm up and wasn't efficient and didn't educate myself or anything. And I have footage of when I injured my back doing deadlifts, and I think I pushed up to like 80 or 90 kilos. Just with really bad form, and I could barely walk for like weeks after that. I couldn't get to the gym for a few months because it just made it worse. So just this one section of video footage that I have dug up and found, because I keep everything, is showing like exactly the moment I injured my back. So I was pushing myself as hard as I could, but my form was really bad, both in coming up and down, particularly up. I would just like put a lot of pressure on my lower back and lift with almost only my back going up. So there you go. Anyways, I just wanted to share that with you because now I'm getting personal training and doing the fitness thing for me, so I'm not really vlogging it that much. If I feel like it, if it seems interesting to share, I will now and then, but I've been doing it 3 times a week and just reaching personal goals and finally in a place where like something as cool as deadlifts, which used to terrify me because I injured myself, now is my favorite thing. And I had so much fun. Like every time I do deadlifts, it's like my favorite thing. Anyways, I'm sort of getting like weird. You guys probably don't care about this stuff. Today I finished off editing the Bob Ross video, which is going to go up on Friday, and just released my photoshopped by my fans video, so you can go check that out. So I'm really happy with the content coming out this week. It's just like really entertaining stuff, and I've wanted to sort of get to the meat of it. But I'm only doing a half day today. I'm wrapping up today, so I'm going to finish off the vlog early. So I'm going to answer a question of the day, but I also want to address a whole bunch of comments that I realized you guys were putting in Monday's video. Question of the day comes from Shylin C, who says, "Is the announcement of the winners of the challenge Challenge of the Month coming soon. Yes, it's scheduled to come out next week. Wednesday, Thursday, I think is when it's going to be released. So yes, it's always on the schedule, usually the very last week of the month or first week of the next month. Okay, so the thing I wanted to talk about is, in the video where I talk about on Monday, coming back to work in the awkward place that I was in and the stress I was going through at the time, there was a lot of you very sweetly concerned about my mental health, especially after last year and I had that burnout session. And there's just, I've noticed since I shared the burnout experience, people encouraging me to take breaks and to not be so hard on myself. I appreciate where that comes from, but I feel like I'd need to add a grander context than even just from now, between now and that last burnout, to my overall career and actually what it takes to do this for a living. Because in reality, I can't take breaks. And that's one of the reasons I burnt out, is because I didn't keep track of my mental health and my well-being while pushing myself. But I've always pushed myself, and I'm always going to push myself to the point where, like, I mean, I'm running my own business. That's just how it works. If I opened up a shop down the street and I sold whatever, crockery, I don't know. If I opened up a shop, like, yeah, there are times you can take time off or whatever, but if things are struggling, or you're managing things, or you have turnover, or, you know, like, there are problems that you have to deal with that you can't just say, I'm going to take a break because my mental health isn't doing that well. No, but you can address the problems and problem solve while trying to find ways to address your mental health and maintain balance. That's what I've been doing, and that's what I didn't do late last year when things sort of built up on me and I was a bit like, I lost sight of looking after myself in favor of just pushing and pushing and pushing. Whereas now I'm prioritizing making sure that I always have some kind of content part of the mix-up that I'm doing that I'm really excited about, as well as the regular stuff, or a sponsored thing, or something that feels like a little bit more like it's on a schedule. And sometimes it's important to say, what do I feel like doing right now? So trying to find a balance between that. And then also meditation is something that I'm now doing daily. I got the Headspace app and I really like it. I just paid for a subscription for it. I don't think it's for everyone, but I think it's really important for me to have 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes every day without fail, that I just breathe and just like detach from stress, and then I can sort of come back stronger than ever. I also, this is corny, you're ready? I also made a mantra. Whoa, look at my mantra. This is incredibly corny, but this is the sort of thing that I'm using to help reinforce my own confidence and happiness as I go through and deal with problems, while strengthening myself and feeling more capable of dealing with these problems. So I say to myself, I've started that this morning. I just sort of thought of this last week and I wrote it down. And then I thought to myself this morning, well, after my meditation, I was like, I should say this. I should say it out loud. And the reason I feel like I should do that comes from experience. When I was dealing with my eating disorder like 8 years ago, I had bulimia, and I overcame that through counseling. I got some help and therapy, and the counselor said to me to say to yourself, looking in the mirror every day, once a day, you're beautiful just the way you are. And that sounded really stupid to me, and it felt really stupid to do, because it was also the furthest thing from the truth that I felt. But I did it because I wanted to overcome this problem, and I overcame the problem, and I eventually believed it. I eventually saw the good, you know? So by making a mantra that I'm verbalizing as the as the challenges I face in the strange career I have continue to complexify, I feel like this is gonna be a really nice sort of strengthening sort of the foundation of what keeps me moving. So I say to myself, I'm a leader, I can be optimistic, calm, mindful, confident, collaborative, and most of all, creative. And that's what I'm going to be saying to myself every day, just to make sure that I can have the confidence in myself to do what I'm doing. Because we artists can be self-conscious creatures. And as the channel has grown and as more eyes have fallen upon me and my work, I've struggled with confidence, and I've struggled as we've worked with more people, as we've taken on more jobs and clients and content and all this stuff. I've struggled with feeling like a leader. I've felt like in the last few weeks and months and whatever that I've almost felt like if we're in a car driving somewhere, I'm like behind the car holding on to the back of it, sort of like running along behind it, trying to keep up. And I'm sick of that. And I want to feel like I'm in the driver's seat and moving forward. And that's why the first thing I say is I'm a leader, just so that I can reinforce to myself, I'm driving this car. Let's do it. So that was your dose of corniness for the day. But yeah, today's a good day. And again, like one of the good things about running your own business is you can, you know, create ebbs and flows as far as your workflow. So I'm taking a half day today. Me and Mrs. Jazza are heading off to the city. We have a couple of simple appointments, but we're really sort of just chilling out, spending the night. And then tomorrow, I don't know if I'll vlog or not, because I'm going to the dentist. So tomorrow's technically a day off for me, but it's not a fun day off because I'm getting like 3 or 4 fillings. Brush your teeth, kids. I do brush my teeth, but floss as well. Thanks for watching, guys. I might see you tomorrow. Maybe not. I'll see you later anyway.